So guys, I'm ready today. So basically, I should not get demonetized for this, but I'm gonna do stuff. But my clothes in the wash. What was meant to be in the wash, someone in the ward went first. So I was too late. So I forgot my clothes. I had the washing machine open as well. So now I've done this. Like the Nigerian way is to keep your clothes on. This is when the AC is on. Basically, the AC is like blowing so much. That AC is like on fire thing. So it's like when they do it properly, it's like this is someone cared about it. So we're in this, so I said I'm feeling good. So today's the morning, and someone just like put their clothes in before me. I'm normally first, but after it goes, you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. But if I had my clothes on, that's what we do in Nigeria. We're gonna be more, you're gonna stand. We don't have to put on clothes in the way it's appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Don't see my belly, my stomach, my nipples. But it's just push this from out, guys. So I sort my problem out because they'll give me problems sooner or later. Anyway, I've done more like they've not done. So basically, I just saw my things out. Okay. So this video is about the constitutional updates. So basically, you go on business tier two, or tier B, tier B. Let's go to tier B. If you get tier A, open access. Tier B, business access or Gen Z business. So it's not anything to do with physiology. Basically, I'm going back in the past because I'm sure I've been things in the past. So I can go back there mentally and think of all the things in the past, like, physically and mentally to find out things that work, things that don't work, and make things that better. So it can rebuild stuff. But I'm from Navy and we had compounds there. And that's the stability I had. So we had compounds there. So I had a duplex. I was doing my private compound. So I'm making people have duplexes now. So anybody, so you have a house, we get have a compound. So everyone should own a compound, how my granddad done it. My granddad done it. Everyone should have a compound, no houses. But that's what we should have one compound because that was stability. You can have people in there. So you can have two families. So let's see, how many families did I have in the compound? So I had up to four. No, two. So you get one compound, 5,000, three families, minimum. Two to three families minimum in one compound, you know, just to get it started because it's 1,000 meters times 500, and that's a big land, guys. Kids will be playing, but after we should do things right. So I know some work, because that's why I know. Because that's why I share a compound with like two other families, two other families. I share a compound, so with two other families, so with three families, so three families minimum in minimum to maximum, three families minimum and maximum for one family. So zero problem. So you're gonna have everyone pay for that compound if there's money to be paid. So three families can pay for a compound. There's no problem. So you have two wives, you have one father, one mother, one father, three parents, father and mother. They should be to pay for it. But don't care about corruption. It's not. It's work for me. Work for me. And when you get the money done, you go pay for the compound. We live in there. I think it's four families actually. So the numbers are two, three, and four. Four families. So maximum four families for now. Four families in one compound. Because I don't get to squash yourself in there. So four families maximum. Two, three just the standard for a family. Two, three families there. Because three families minimum. Maximum two, three, or four families maximum. Not one family. Two, three in one compound. Because most questions that's in, I'm just like, depending on how many kids you have. So, how many kids was mom? Three, well, my mom had three kids. My granddad had nine kids. My dad had nine kids. Nine kids? No, my dad had nine brothers. Nine brothers. Who was the last born? My brother was, my dad had nine in his family. He was the last born. So it's nine in my dad's family. And I don't understand that, guys. Nine brothers and sisters. You can't have sisters. But I'm not squishing you guys in. I'm not squishing you guys in. I'm just because it worked for my dad. For goodness sake, these two came out, came to the UK, and didn't care about the compound. It's fine. It's fine. There's no problem with the compound. The problem is you give a problem. So nine families. So you can have up to. Because to get better. My mom had what? Five in a family, and she was the second to last born of a twin sister. So basically, I was the twin sister, second to last born. So the five in the family, she was the fourth born. And that was basically 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm thinking of chronology. 9 plus 5 is 48. But I was the other side. So from my dad's side, from my mom's side, and me side, we had three. So 9 plus 5 is 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 of us. Okay. So there's a maximum 10, 10 children, 10 children maximum. No, let's make it, let's make it, because you could make it better. And let's say uh, 15 children, 15 to 20 children per compound. 15. There's 10 children, to make it better. Say, I'm making it better. Because I remember from origins. If it's 10 children, that'll make it 20 children maximum. That'll make it divided by 3. You have one odd number. So you have 2, 4, 6. 20 divided by 6 is 5. So you have 5 families, 5 happy families. 20 divided by 6 is as three people, 3.333. 20 divided by 6. So, because I know I can do that, because I know Nigeria very well. So, the thing should be fine to do, but let's see how this goes. So, 20, 2, 4, 6. So, you have two, because my dad's side, my mom's side, and 20 children and their parents, all the parents should be all allowed them, but not should be allowed them to visit all of them with the compound when they go to Enugu and Anambra State. It's just housing and building housing. But I'm building houses in the compound, so like they're detached. So I'm not building something that's this. The house you can have where you can go for the stability, but it's basically in the compound. It's not out of the compound. It's not out of the compound. It's in the compound, and it should be good enough to go. So you can get like hospital there. But that's not what I'm making. I'm making something else. So everything that do with medical people, it's on the ground, medical stuff, food, growing food on the ground. If you're born, so you have a child, the born on the ground, not on the surface. Anyone that's pregnant go on the ground, because on the ground it's stable. If you get a missile, guys, missiles. Because I'm not sure you guys use frames, my frame. So I'm just making it for myself. So 20 children maximum in one compound, and because I'm trying to make it better. And 6 parents, okay, let's make it 10 parents. 10 relatives, 10 parents. My dad's side, my own dad, and the parents. So my dad's side, my dad's side, my mom's side. My side, these are the kids, I don't want kids. It's 3 already. And 3, 4, 5. Plus my dad's side, grandfather, and my dad's side, grandmother is 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. So 20 divided by 6. So 6. 6 set of pairs. 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10. So 10 set of families to 20 children, 1 to 2 market. 1 to 2 market with children. And that should be fine. That should be fine. Because, if I own one compound, I can go to, I can do anything. And that's the freedom that I have in Nigeria. That's not asking the council for houses anymore. But, that's not asking the council for house. I don't care. Because I have stability in Nigeria. I have stability in Nigeria. And, I know using the review system. But, I have to do it legally. I know what I'm doing. So, what else can I do? Before I start this video, so I'm not switching you guys in. I'm not very just everybody in. Just making space for stability. But you got to have the stability. So, for example, if I had a kid, hypothetically, I want to have that kid as a woman on the ground, like, literally, because you're gonna have security there. I'm thinking about missiles. I'm worried about the things that should kill people. Missiles, hunger. You can have all the, but you go down, you go come back up. Because your baby is delivered. It was security. It's like, it's kind of sense, but if the baby comes to, if the baby doesn't come from my womb, I will not have it on the ground. But I'm a woman for a man. So I'm saying it's just crazy, counterintuitive. But I'm thinking about the past. And the past, I'm thinking about rebuilding the past. I'm not thinking about wrong way of the past. I'm thinking about 25 years. So it's basically meant to have a celebrity. I can have a house in the compound. But houses are in the compound, so you have a duplex, you have a semi-detached housing. But you're gonna have a force field too. So the force field is gonna be a force field. So I'm gonna have a force field protection as radio signal, radio propagation. So force field is basically to the cable systems that are I have a guy information here, but I'll talk about the force field later. Actually, let me talk about it now. Yeah, let me talk about it now. So let's just do this video and start about the force field. So the force field. So right now, force field here. Okay, So should I base the video on the radio channel? Should I base it on the radio frequency? Or should I make it on the tapping channel? So okay, so this video was basically about what should we say? Oh yes, I'm not thinking about the more money either. So there's no money to put in this kind of thing. There's no food, only food, all the food should be free because the food comes free from the ground. Some of them comes free, and we have food like corn comes free from the ground. Just buy corn when it's ready. If it doesn't come free, you will not put money into it. So anything that's once you're doing business like that, so anything that comes from the ground, that grows from the ground, literally is free. If you don't have to go through some process, don't put any money to make some process out of it. Don't put any money to make some process out of it because that's what we're going in the past. We remember that in the job. There was no money put in the home at that time. And if you don't remember that, don't know this policy. So no money in the food, like things that come from the ground, that should be percent. So basically, this video is we call it the update. So H2O, fun food, radio H2O. You got what? My no, I need it, man. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry, thank you. Appreciate it. So you got H2O, H2O. But this is basically, I forgot how I got this, but I got I got two hydrogen to one oxygen molecule. But these are two hydrogen items. But I got H2 O8 O8 O1 2 two, two, two. So you go to H2, H2. So basically, I don't remember how to do solution, but I'm gonna try to maybe get solution again. So I was trying to make sure like water is not a problem because I know I can't swim. I can't swim. So I'm trying to distill water into oxygen. Oxygen. So water can be oxygen. So I had O2, O2, you get H2O, but you get the opposite of O8, H2. O8H2. You get so you have O8, O for oxygen, O is for oxygen, and 8 molecules of oxygen, or 8 pairs or 4 pairs of oxygen. So you get 4 pairs H2O was O8H2. So see there's kind of order to the system. Order is oxygen, O for oxygen, O for oxygen, but oxygen is bound to hydrogen. And the combination of O8 and H2. But 8 times 2 is 16. So basically, there's 16 combinations in total. You can have 40 times combination. But I'm trying to get I'm trying to have an oxygen tank that can take water and give you oxygen. Because water is really has oxygen already. So I'm trying to distill oxygen from water. And this kind of process I did. So you can evaporate this, you can evaporate this, you can break up into with 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius becomes vapor, water vapor. You get water vapor. But you get the same thing as the kind of hot thing that hits your face, water vapor. From water vapor, you get the start of rebinding. So now basically, this will be a gas chamber. So the gas chamber take the O8 and separate it from the heavy. So O8 will be heavier. So I'm to bind the O8 like having the gas chamber. So H to the lighter, and the hydrogen will be lighter, and hydrogen will float away. So because to have hydrogen float away, and you don't need O8. So this is basically my oxygen tank. So you get O8 only. So O8, and this is basically in water. So basically, if you have an oxygen tank, you have a vacuum, and the vacuum will take the water. So you have to be in the water. You cannot be on the surface. It doesn't matter. So basically, when it comes to the water, you have to have oxygen in the water, but the oxygen comes from the water itself. So the water being the ocean water, and that's where it comes from. So second thing that I want to say today. So this is first something. So guys, help me build this one. I can't swim. So to swim with you guys, basically this is an oxygen tank. It's more like a fire extinguisher because it takes foam. Basically, it's more like a fire extinguisher. It takes foam. You get foam from the fire. So you get fire. So you get like 30 second. You get like first fire. You get a first fire. So first fire is can't put out with water because they have oxygen. Oxygen. So you can't put out first fire with water. You use foam. So foam. So foam is basically the kind of combination of it's kind of foaming. That's why it's carbon dioxide. It's CO2. So basically, CO2 is carbon, and carbon is what doing the job, and oxygen is just the form. So this is CO2. So it's carbon dioxide with the form. So you can't breathe. So if you have enough form, you can put out water. But oxygen is the opposite. Oxygen to get water and get carbon dioxide. So it's the same system for CO2 emissions. So because when carbon becomes a liquid, when carbon emits as become a solid tube, like a hard, like solid, becomes physical, it touches carbon dioxide. It initially has form, a mixture form, and that's what the fire extinguisher is doing. So this is related to fire extinguishers, but in the opposite way. So CO2, H2O, H2O. What else am I doing? I'm feeling good. Yeah. So basically, this is the first update I want to say. So you get so I'm trying to have a commercial system. So you gotta have the distillation function. So the distillation is that what's the pressure? So the pressure system has to base the entropy. So I'm not just run a formula for that, so it doesn't sound stupid, but don't use the piecewise function to this. So we will establish H2O. That's the big about into what's the big one, and then what's the big one to big about into separated two schedules. Hopefully, how. So we have H2O. We call O8 H2. And basically, that's the breaking point. So you get O8 H2. And this is me, O2 is water vapor. O8 is water vapor. Water vapor with the binding tool. So you get O2, you get 4 times 4 O2. So you get 4 O2. So you do 4 O2 give you 4 O8. So 4 pairs of oxygen, two pairs of oxygen. So it's 4 O2. It's not O8. So it's 4 oxygen. Okay, so 4 O2. Because you get 2 actually, you get 4 H2. So 4 times 2 oxygen and you get H2. H2. H2 is basically hydrogen. As 1 pair of hydrogen. You don't get information on it. So oxygen separates 4 oxygen molecules into 2 pairs of 4 sets of them. 4 times oxygen, 2 pairs of molecules of oxygen. And you bind it together. And you have the covalent, you have the covalent bond, you go to the system. So actually you have a system bond. So you can have this become oxygen. So H2, so you have to distill it. So distilling works by, you have to put it by pressure distilling. So the more heavier the molecule, the more distilling. So this has to flow to a different chamber. A different chamber, basically, so you get a vacuum, which is like a void space. The void space of nothing, of emptiness, that the system flows into. So you have to have some vacuum. Vacuum is just like a void space. So you're gonna have the thing, so you're gonna boil up H2O by 100 degrees. By pressure, 100 degrees Celsius, and then you get four. So your kidney is 4. You have to include 4 oxygen O2. When you get 4 O2, you then have to separate the 4 O2. So you flow to the bottom. This goes to the bottom of the chamber. And the bottom of the chamber is connected. You have a valve. The valve is shut when it's connected to all the systems. But the valve is direct. So the valve will like a close. So the valve will dictate what's going to be closed. So then, the valve will dictate what's being closed and what's being open. So the valve will open until you get all the oxygen atom of the tank. So if the tank is 100 meters, 500 milliliters, 500 milliliters. The tank is 100 liters, and you can have 3/4 space for oxygen. Because you can have 3/4 space for oxygen and 3/4 space for hydrogen. 3 over 4 for 3 over 4 for oxygen. So 402. So 3 over 4 would be what's the calculation? 3 over 4 would be uh, uh, 3 over 4 would be 500 milliliters divided by 4 will give you times 3. 500 milliliters divided by 4 will give you times 3, which gives you 375 milliliters 205 milliliters of oxygen, to fill in oxygen. So to fill in O2 also. Basically, this so you have so how much water actually quantify water? How much quantify water in units? So water should be measured in gallons. So gallons. You have 1 gallon, which is 500 liters. 500 milliliters. So 1 gallon is 500 milliliters. This 1 gallon, 500 milliliters. 1 gallon of water. It's 500 milliliters. So you have 1 gallon, which is like a gallon of a system of gallons. But you can have 2 gallons, which is like 1,000 liters. So 5 gallons, you can have 375 milliliters divided by four sets of also O2, 4 sets of 45, and four times 2 oxygens. So basically, 4 times 2. So oxygen basically has a weight, has a mass. O2 also this can weigh. So how do you know the weight of it? Well, you have divided our B times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Divided by 4 times 2 is 8. Divided by 8. So 25 milliliters divided by 8 will hold 45. 45 point 45 point 875 milliliters of oxygen. Oxygen. It's 4 times 2 is 8, and that's 8. 44 milliliters of 47.875 milliliters of oxygen. Oxygen has a four sets of pairs of 2 oxygens that are not together. So you get this kind of model here for oxygen, and basically the same thing, but they come 8. So 4 times 2 is 8, and that's so you get opposite. So this is just oxygen by itself. Then if you get hydrogen, but you cannot keep so. This is the only thing. So the water itself is basically the ocean water. So just think about ocean pressure, because you don't evolve to break, in the water curve pressure. So it's just a very computation. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in tandem. But it was like some kind of a system of letting water in, but it's water distillation. So there's water around you in the ocean, we can breathe. So it's a breathing mass, it's an oxygen mass, and you can have impurities too. So you don't need impurities from the ocean directly. You want impurities from the surface. So you just want air. So you can distill air from the water vapor. So water vapor has air. But you can get smooth air from the water vapor. So air can be the water vapor. And that's what you need, because water vapor before then had impurities, but water vapor is just water. It's just like things that so the air will be there for you to breathe. So it's an oxygen tank. Covalent bonding down. Thank you guys. So basically, 45.875 is the answer here. Thank you guys for watching. But you get the other 1/2 or quarter for the water vapor. So the 1/4 will be the other liters, other tanks will be 500 divided by 4 times 500 divided by 4 is 500 milliliters divided by 4. 125 liters. 125 liters or milliliters. That will be for the water vapor. And 125 milliliters for water vapor will be making impurities in the air. Times will be 125 milliliters for water vapor. Just add up to 500 milliliters. And that's you have 3 or 4. You have 3 or 4. You have times what do I do? Times H2O. So you have 1 pair of oxygen times 2. times 1 times 2. So times 2 is one pair of H2O times 2, or divided by 2, divided by, is it times 2, divided by 2. So you need 60, so 62.5, is it times 2? Yeah, 62.5 milliliters of 2. The ratio will be 62 from 65.7 65.705 like milliliters of 2 I'm busy, I'm recording. 2.5 milliliters. Yeah, so that's like one. So ratio from 1 to 4, 1 divided by 4, and 3 divided by 4, and it's literally the system. Yeah, divided by 4. I'll give you 4 divided by 4 or 1. Okay, now I'm going. So this is all done now. So this is all done now. I'm gonna get my money. But I've done the math, and this was what we consider. This video will be on. I can do some more work because I have more time, but it is important to do it. So I'm going to do more work. So what I'm going to talk about was playing this thing. Well, here, and the last thing. Oh, actually, I didn't use it for this. So I'll make a new video for this. Thank you.